Hello Mr. Alex, and welcome to our multimedia presentation about social media influences in our daily lives. More specifically about how social media affects the rate of stalking. The members of our group are, Mariano Bispo, Franco Degregori, Dario Garibaldi, Renato Arias, and Marcelo Massa. We hope you enjoy this video, thanks. Throughout the years, stalking has been one of the most controversial topics around the world. There are many celebrities, reporters or even students in schools that have been stalked. In the present, we have achieved a great level of technology that not only affects positively our society but also negatively. With the invention of the internet, social media has been used as an effective tool by stalkers to find their next victims. From now on, we are going to deepen on how social media can increase the rate of stalking. But first, let's establish the terms of social media and stalking. Basically, social media are web-based communication tools that enable people to interact with each other by both sharing and consuming information in sites like Facebook and Twitter, in which you can also find different types of personal user accounts, profiles, pages, friends, tests, videos, photos, and the list goes on and on. And stalking refers to repeated harassing or threatening behavior by an individual, such as following a person, appearing at a person's home or place of business, making harassing phone calls, leaving written messages or objects, or vandalizing a person's property. Social media is just a tool that can be used by stalkers to make someone's life miserable. Social media gives you access to enormous amounts of people's photos, personal information, videos, locations, addresses, or even dating history. Everything you post that is publicly visible to others, or even something you sent privately in a message, can be used against you by stalkers. Social media has facilitated stalking. People can now stalk their victims from behind a computer or smartphone screen. Unlike the past, stalkers don't need to be physically present to know someone's location or routine. People are freely sharing information through social media with the help of their smartphones, check-ins, auto-location identifying services, etc. We are living in a new era of social media. At first, it only had the basic functions every social media had, but then, as time passed, social media evolved. One of the most important changes was that privacy wasn't the default anymore, the public took its place. The necessity for people to show in social media where they are, what are they using, what do they own, how many friends they have, etc. Also, as social media grew, different terms were created by users. For example, Facebook stalker was used to describe the obsessive action of checking out a specific profile. Nowadays, the amount of information that users share in social media sites is scary. For example, in Facebook people share their hometown, the school they attended, where they live now, where they work, friends they know, how old are they and how they look. We can also talk about other social media apps like Instagram, which give people access to specifics of your life. You can post videos of you in a party, or if you're at the airport, or even a friend's house. This gives your followers instant knowledge of your location. More worrying, Snapchat has added a feature where users are placed on a map with a 1-minute auto-location service. This makes users an easy target for stalkers and even crimes such as theft. We can say that stalking is now much easier to happen with social media, and its rate has increased. Indeed, according to criminologists, most killers stalk their victims on social media before murdering them. A study looked at 358 cases which occurred in Britain between 2012 and 2014. The results were that 94% of the cases present cyberstalking. Example of this happened with Lorna Smith, 45, who was killed by Clifford Mills after she ended a relationship. Mills, 49, set up a bogus profile on Facebook and stalked his ex, before constantly bombarding her with texts and calls. Stalking could present itself in acts as simple as rearranging a victim's garden furniture, sending unwanted gifts, loitering on the pavement outside their house, or even calling social services to maliciously report poor parenting. According to Dr. Jane Monkton Smith, practically every case we looked at featured examples of the obsessive, fixated behavior that typifies stalking. And so, in conclusion, social media had made stalking easier, because people are used to post personal information and picture on their walls, which are easily accessible for every kind of persons. We should be aware of the risks that social media may provide to a people's life. Let's be careful with the information we post on our social media. Like the 2 cases presented on this essay, there are a million more. You don't know the intentions of some persons when sending friend requests. Thank you for time, Mr. Alex. We hope you liked this video presentation.